Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Goodman, the owner and founder of GoodSkin Clinics. We are located in beautiful Los Angeles in the city of Brentwood and also New York City in the NoHo neighborhood. And today I'm going to help answer your questions about body treatment. So the winter time is when, as a clinic as a whole, we do the most body treatments. The best thing that we can make look better on your body is your thighs, your butt, and your stomach during the winter time. And we use a combination of treatments depending on your diagnosis. When it comes to body, generally people are going to have a few complaints. They're either going to have cellulite, loose skin, stretch marks, or little pockets of fat or dimpling that they want to improve. We'll combine Quo for cellulite and also give a more rounded, firmer appearance to the butt using Renuva or Sculptra. And then the last layer of treatment that we often combine is Morpheus Body. The results are great, but it does take a few months. So if you're planning a summer vacation, you don't want to wait till summer. You want to start those treatments now. So let's first talk about cellulite. Cellulite is when the bands of connective tissue create little pulls that create dimpling in your skin. And so the most important thing that we want to do is that we actually want to break those bands. Now, if you haven't heard, Quo is the newest product to be able to do that. And what Quo is, it's an enzyme that we inject, and it actually will go ahead and dissolve those bands of connective tissue that are causing the cellulite itself. Because Quo is actually getting to the root of the problem, it is able to deliver superior results to a lot of our other lasers that aren't going as deep. Now, the only downside with Quo is that there is absolutely bruising, which is why it's our most popular wintertime treatment. But the upside about Quo is that it's also very effective at stubborn cellulite, which I've treated cellulite for years with many different lasers and am most pleased so far with the results from Quo. How it works when you get Quo is that you'll basically come in and we'll inject the enzyme. You'll need on average 3 treatments. You're going to do it about 2 to 3 weeks apart. What we like to combine with Quo is Renuva or Sculptra, because what happens generally after you break the band is you'll actually have a little flat spot. So if anyone is listening to this and they've had Quo and now they feel like they have a little flat spot on whatever area, that's something that, because the band has been broken and been released, you're now seeing the flatness of the skin. And that's where we actually inject Renuva, which is a growth factor product that causes your body to make its own fat, and it lasts 10 plus years. We'll actually mix Quo with either Renuva or Sculptra, and that might sound counterintuitive to you if you're listening at home. Why would we use this enzyme to break something up to then add more fat or volume? We often will, at the same time as your Quo, will actually go ahead and add the Renuva. And what Renuva will do is, instead of you having a flat spot, you'll have that rounded plane that you're looking for. And we can do that either with Renuva or Sculptra. I don't recommend it with filler. I think it gets too costly and doesn't last long enough. Then we want to treat the stretch marks and the loose tissue with Morpheus Body. Morpheus Body is radiofrequency with needles, microneedles, and what it is able to do is penetrate more deeply, and it is actually different than the Morpheus Face, so that's really important when you're looking for a clinic to do your treatment. You want to specify Morpheus Body versus Morpheus Face. The handpiece is different, the needles are different, the depth is different, the whole treatment is different. It's not the same as Morpheus on the face, but Morpheus Body is what will basically combine with the other treatments to go ahead and treat the stretch marks and also create tighter, smoother skin on the thighs and the butt itself. We don't see a decrease in fat, so we're not killing the fat cells, but we are actually tightening the skin, and people are also really happy with that treatment. Morpheus Body is often used on the stomach. If you've had a baby and you have a little bit of loose skin, that's a really effective treatment for that. There's a little bit of downtime with Morpheus Body. There's basically red marks and a little bit of poke mark, mild bruising, and that will take about 2 to 3 weeks to heal. And the Quo and or the Renuva with Sculptra can absolutely cause some significant bruising. I've had these things myself and know from personal experience the bruise does go away, but for the first 24 hours it can actually feel a little tender when you go to sit. So you don't want to party, and you don't want to have lots of alcohol, and you don't want to take Advil for at least a week before. We really recommend going home with a Celluma, a red light laser that we actually carry inside the clinics. And the red light is proven to decrease the inflammation and speed your healing time. Also, one of the things that we've discovered is that we can use some of our more high-tech ways to speed your healing by adding either PRP, which is a growth factor, and we've also seen Renuva, which is growth factors itself, also treat but also speed your healing because it is growth factors. These treatments aren't meant to target dissolving fat of any nature. They are going to shrink the skin and shrink wrap the skin, and so in that essence, you will look tighter and more toned. And so if you come in and we don't think the results will be what you need or will make you happy, then we will refer you to our plastic surgeon, Dr. Leif Rogers, who's fantastic at more surgical procedures and liposuction. For most people, we can combine modalities and make it happen faster with less downtime and with a lot of expert care. If you have any further questions after our body video today, we urge you to reach out to us, GoodSkinClinics.com. You can go ahead and set a complimentary appointment with a client advocate. We love to answer questions, we love to have happy patients, and we love to give expert care. So we look forward to seeing you in one of our clinics in Los Angeles or New York City. Bye.